I was struggling so much with the reality. The reality was I was no longer employed. The reality was I was no longer as agile as I used to be. The reality was I was beat down, depressed. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of What Would FlorahMat Do? An insight into how I would do my things. And yes, we are channeling our Rapunzel energy today, okay? Yes, because we are what we think we are. We are the girls we think we is, okay? Great stuff. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you stay long enough to know what we are all about and do not mind this. Don't call it a brush, please. Out of respect, let's call it a mic. Thank you very much. And if you are my day one subscriber, I am super, 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 super grateful for you because you don't know what you are doing for me, okay? Alrighty. At the end of this video, I would love for you to consider subscribing, liking, and even commenting a hi on the comment section down below so that I can hi you back. You know the drill. That is how it is. Just say hi on the comment and I will come right up and hi you back. I would love to hi you back. Okay. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about, it's going to be a very short one. We are going to talk about being tired or getting tired. All right. You are tired of pushing yourself. You are tired of trying to make everything work out and it is not working out. You are super tired because you've been grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. And even though you do see results, you are just so tired because you've been doing it for so long that your body cannot take it anymore. That's a real thing. That's a real situation. That's a real life scenario, right? And if you are in that place right now, I want to come in as fairy godmother to give you a perspective. Hopefully this perspective helps you get nuggets that you might need to actually get to a point where you're like, okay, fine, I am at this point and this is how I can handle the situation better. All right, so what would FlorahMat do? I'm super tired. I can't do this anymore. I can't push myself anymore because I am really exhausted from the core. All right, genuine question, and I'm here to answer it. In my previous years of feeling depleted, tired, and all of those things, I realized that there was one thing that I was doing frequently. 1, 2, 3 things that I was doing like on a frequent basis, and that actually like limited my freedom. All right, and I'm gonna share those 3 things with you because I feel like it might also help you, especially if you are going through that whole I'm tired season. I'm just exhausted. I can't do it anymore. I can't take it anymore. I can't read emails anymore. I just want to rest, shut myself out of the world and be in my own little chamber until further notice. You can still do that. I'm like, take a vacation, 30-day vacation, you lose nothing. But for somebody who can't afford vacations, like I also didn't afford vacations when I felt like that, there's 3 things that I noticed that I was continuing to do in my life. And the first one was I was removing the God factor out of my life on a daily basis. For somebody who used to be on the word, to read scriptures, to pray, to meditate, and to always give time to God, that factor I was slowly removing out of my life. The desire to continue with that was no longer there, boo. It was no longer there. The second thing was I was struggling so much with the reality. The reality was I was no longer employed. The reality was I was no longer as agile as I used to be. The reality was I was beat down, depressed. The reality was I was not where I was financially, and I'm probably going to take a lot more time before I get to that position again. And I just could not handle that reality very well. It just didn't make sense. Why was I broke? Tell me. Why am I broke? Why am I all of a sudden unemployed? Why am I all of a sudden feeling... So it came up with a lot of withdrawal symptoms that actually caused a lot of fatigue in my life. And the third thing that I noticed that I was doing was comparison. I kept on comparing myself with my future me. I kept on seeing the future me as this particular person, and I would look at myself right now and I'm like, I'm all jacked up, I'm all messed up. future me, where is you, where you at? I just could not come to the reality of what was happening. I just wanted to be where I thought I needed to be at that particular age, my 27 years of living, and I was not there yet. I was not married. I didn't have a cat. I had nothing. Who wants to have nothing at 27? I was not very quick to figure out the missing link. However, I did find the missing links, and I am super glad that I did, because it helped me now to add certain things in my life that I had removed. First of all, right, I had sat down and introspected, right? I got the answers that I needed. I was losing the gut factor, I was struggling with the reality, and I was comparing myself with my future self, and I'm not there yet. So that causes anxiety, and that causes a lot of depression, right? So I needed to sit down and figure out what I needed to add back into my life for me to find the spark again. The first thing that I did was get back to God. I mean, the God factor, it was missing. So I needed to get on that wagon again. And by God's grace, it is going super well. And the second thing that I needed to do was realize and accept the fact that the reality is not going to change unless if I change it. I needed to stand up for myself. I needed to accept that things were no longer the same way they were a couple of years ago. So I needed to now work on becoming the version that I want to become. And the third thing was I had to add into my life, into my routine, the things that made me me. All right, the things like start reading books. When I was younger, I used to read a lot of books, and it was time that I get back to reading books. It was time that I get back to playing probably games, because that part of my life was dead. And it was just time that I go back to makeup and look pretty again, because for some reason I didn't wear makeup anymore. It was time for me to dress up and look nice again and be the girl that I thought I was. Okay, all right. So that really did help me grasp the reality as quick as possible, and it also helped me to heal faster. And I hope after this you get to heal faster as well. Hello, if you watched to this point, thank you so much for watching. I totally appreciate your presence. I would love for you if you would comment or leave a heart on the comment section, because I want to hire you back. And if you could also consider subscribing on the subscribe button down below, I'd truly appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys, for watching me. As for me and my household, we will see you again another time. Peace.